is Andrew Kozich. I'm the Environmental Science Department Chair here at Keweenaw Bay Ojibwa Community College, or KBOCC, in Lawrence, Michigan, on the shores of Lake Superior, the biggest freshwater lake in the world. I've been the department chair for 13 years, and I'm the mentor for our capstone students on their environmental science research projects. So here at the college, we tend to do a lot of research related to water as our most abundant and most sacred resource in our area. The capstone research that Joshua has done reflects an expansion of grant-funded research that I've been overseeing since 2018. So we're about 5 years into research involving groundwater in our area, specifically involving the presence of potentially harmful toxins. There's been a lot of concern in our area about the safety of drinking water from wells, specifically related to arsenic and uranium, which pose very substantial human health risks. So we've been collecting data over the last few years. We found some incidents of unsafe drinking water, and through this grant, I should mention it's funded by the USDA and the National Institute of Food and Agriculture. We're fortunate that we've been receiving funding to conduct this research, and not only to identify potential problems, but as part of our mission with the college is to help alleviate those problems. So for example, when we're finding unsafe drinking water in the wells of homeowners in the vicinity, we are able to remediate the problems by installing reverse osmosis systems free of charge. So that funding, it's been kind of the platform for several student capstone projects over the last few years. But perhaps the most exciting is the work that Josh has done, because he really took this project into a whole new direction, a whole new really valuable sub-theme, which he can explain to you.
Hello, my name is Josh Robinson. My background through KBOCC here is I'm an environmental science degree major here, in which I'll be completing here in this year and graduating next spring, 2024. I also am an enrolled member through the Oglala Sioux tribe in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. So one of the things that I thought was important with this project that I was doing is I feel that water is important to all life on the planet, and it is especially here in the Keweenaw Bay Indian community here, with Keweenaw Bay as a main water source here surrounding this area, and other tribes with Lake Superior involved with the fresh water, with the fish, also fishing industry here. So I feel that one of the things that, with the importance of having healthy drinking water here and knowing what contents and minerals are in it, is very valuable to all of our health in the community and the surrounding areas. So one of the things that with the project here that I thought was important also is to see the kinds of minerals that are potentially have harmful health risks, such as arsenic and uranium in the spring or well water. So one of the things too is looking at other alternatives for such what Andrew mentioned about the reverse osmosis, but if people prefer, residents just in general prefer to use bottling water or filtration systems of their own on the faucet to actually purify their water and have healthier drinking water for their own home use.
So something I see is the expansion from the science standpoint that makes Josh's research a bit novel and exciting, is that we weren't able to find much in the science literature of people comparing the arsenic or uranium content of well water to nearby surface water. So the working hypothesis of the project was that we expected to find higher concentrations of those contaminants in the well water. But we have a lot of springs around here, areas where water from deep below bubbles up to the ground under its own power. And that's where I think the novelty is that Josh conducted 32, right?
Yes.
32 pairs of water samples where we had data from a well, and we were able to find surface water in the very near vicinity. And so the analysis is essentially a comparison of those two for each location for 32 different locations. So we didn't see anywhere in the literature where that had been done, at least in our area. And we thought, well, that's pretty interesting, because in a lot of cases around here, small rural Northwoods area, there are a lot of cases where people drink water that is bubbling up to the ground under its own purpose, especially in camps and whatnot. And there's even some publicly accessible, probably older wells or springs. So that was the idea behind the research design.
So my results that I had from this project here was 16 out of 32 samples, uranium and arsenic were higher in the well water. So this research is important because there hasn't been any really updated information that's been done before to our knowledge here in the area. And so I feel that this opportunity, what I had here to do this research, has given me opportunity through an internship here to do this research. And also I was able to go to present this information prior in October this year in the Falcon Conference in Denver. And my hopes are too is actually I'll be able to have this poster to be able to present it at the AHAC conference in Minneapolis, Minnesota in the spring here. And then going forward with this information, this can provide more information for later in the future for this area if it becomes problematic.
So we're very proud of Josh and all of his hard work, and we think he's a great example of the value of integrating research and mathematics and the whole student experience, and getting out and doing these kinds of events to get real world valuable experience. So great job, Josh.
Thank you. And this was a good research project for my capstone, and I enjoyed doing this very much.